Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. And this is a special date on the college football calendar. Number 1 versus number 2 here late in the season. This, folks, is a potential national championship game preview, as we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Noles will kick this deep to start us off. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Handoff running right. Breaking free at the 35. Moving right through the contacts. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Caught quickly. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Memphis. Made the defense look slow that time. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warrick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is it
fired into a tight window and picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
And they finally stopped him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Grab behind the line. It's Harris. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal on this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's first and goal.
Fresh set of downs, first and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Pass caught, can he get in? And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers! We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask from the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
14, Florida State, 0.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Caught over the middle. It's Brewer. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place at just the right time.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on it.
This defense is reeling now. First down and goal. Quarterback drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in.
He runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he's back to throw again on second down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Running back has it on the screen now. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. And then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get...
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
He's running out of time here. Looking to scramble now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the Seminoles offense is on the move now. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Here's a throw underneath to the back. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the Highlanders.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
Catch is made down the middle. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
7 yards on the play. Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Memphis 21, Florida State.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made after a big gain. The Noles come to the line in the hurry up. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point.
21, Florida State 7.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And the Memphis offense will take over.
And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? That's caught. It's Harris. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Gets into space at the 50. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
Chris, it's a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Here comes a handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the...
It is intercepted. Did he take it all the way? Across the 40. Past the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. And they recover from that right now. Jukes to get past a man. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The game good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. With the catch, it's Toppins. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting fourth down and inches. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. An inside give now from the shotgun. He breaks free now, has room to run. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Hands off to the left. Touchdown Tigers. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Now they get set to kick it away.
Memphis, 28. Florida State, 14.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage, but he should have left the ball in the end zone. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage.
Well, they get positive yards here. We have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
First down here for this offense. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The sure hands. It's Brewer. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability.
The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Knowles. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out, it's Harris. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Defense not pressing this time. First down, looking to throw the football. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaking free at the 35. They make the stop, but a big gain puts him in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke.
And it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give, but only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, would still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quick throw over the middle. And it's complete downfield. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42. Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Fighting off the defender. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. With the catch, it's Toppins. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. This will be a chip shot from 25 yards out. And he knocks that one right through. And they add to their lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to pull it down and run. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. And the Noles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, and it's dropped. Nearly intercepted by an excellent defender. Don't see that very often.
A pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Trying to extend the play. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quick completion with the tight end. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
A loss of 9 on the play.
And the Seminoles will line up to kick it away. When he comes for his second punt of the game.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Memphis 31, Florida State.
On comes the punting team now. It's fourth down. Looking to kick it away for the second time. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. So in this possession, a couple things in play. Can they add to the lead and maybe, as importantly, milk the clock?
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
And it's a bunch formation. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Some hard running there through a tackle. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
They'll try to run for the first down. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. Comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Took contact on the throw. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now.
He's picked for a third time tonight. Touchdown, Memphis. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Memphis
there's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
38, Florida State, 21.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Tries the right with a quick throw. It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a 4th interception in this game. 2nd down now. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. It's caught downfield. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They bring it down, but that game moves the ball all the way to the 31. The Seminoles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Handoff from the shotgun.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Running out of time in the pocket. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. There's contact on the throw. That's reeled in. It's Brewer. The junior quarterback showing toughness, standing in there to take the hit. And now the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage.
He's tackled at the 11-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. The Noles line up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? to clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain. Memphis now operating in the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Ball handed off.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
4th down. He's throwing for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Important second down play coming up. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. And I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.